With more people working from home, many employers have come up with ways to track the amount of work being done remotely. Now, one BC woman's case is getting a lot of attention. She ended up having to pay for stealing time from her employer. CTV Shannon Patterson on what led to this rare decision and whether it sets a precedent.
When her employer fired her for cause, a BC accountant who'd been working from home took her wrongful dismissal claim to the Civil Resolution Tribunal, seeking $5,000 for unpaid wages and severance. But it backfired.
The employer was successful in showing that they did, in fact, have just cause to terminate her for misconduct. Based on time theft.
Reach CPA had installed tracking software on Carly Bessie's work laptop. The tribunal found she hadn't worked 50.76 hours that she claimed she had. Bessie denied the time theft, but was ordered to pay her former employer just over $2,600.
And that doesn't usually happen. We do see a lot of cases where there might be some misconduct in terms of dishonest behavior like time theft, which would lead an employer to terminate someone for cause. But I haven't really seen this before where an employer is actually awarded damages for that time theft.
While electronic time tracking is legal, employers can't do it without the remote workers' consent.
They need to give the reason as well, which is we're monitoring you because we want to make sure that you're productive, and in the end, this will serve us as a tool. Employees do need to know that.
But there is one exception.
If you are suspected of misconduct and they're investigating you, they might actually be digging into what you've been doing on the computer without telling you. And there's an exclusion in the investigation context from the requirement to tell your employees what you're doing in the legislation itself.
The employment lawyers advise if your company wants to start tracking remote work,
I would certainly ask the employer, give me something in writing, allow me to review it. Don't just automatically say yes.
The interesting thing that has developed during the pandemic and to date with these hybrid environments is more discussion amongst employers with their counsel and with their consultants and with their HR teams. Should we be tracking time because we don't see them, because we're not constantly around them to be able to monitor performance? So that is a concern, I think, for a lot of workers, that this is going to become some kind of new normal.
They say if there's trust between the employer and employee, electronic tracking shouldn't be necessary. Shannon Patterson, CTV News.